Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the next person I get to bring up, it is an honor for me. Again, what do you say about people that's won everything? What do you say to people that have, been to the top? All the accolades, all the awards. And I said it earlier, each of you have a moment that you spent time with him that has created something that brought you here today, okay? And he's going to speak to us. It is our regional director, and this is David Carter. Come on, David! I love y'all too. Hey. All right. So it's all good. All right, well, first, thank y'all for coming to the regional meeting. Have you guys picked up one thing that can help you this weekend, yes or no? Yeah. So you guys got your energy, you feeling good? It's been a great day, great weekend, proud of all the winners. We're down to the final two speakers, just me and Chris is left, and we're going to do the best we can to add maybe a little more value to the meeting. First, I've got to do 3 phases to this talk. The first talk, the whole talk is built around road to success, okay? So I really want you to take notes as much as you can, while at the same time that you're also learning and listening at the same time. I know it's hard to take notes and listen at the same time, but do your best. The first part that I want to talk to you guys about is why this business is so important to me. And when I talk about this, I want you to think about yourself. I want you to think about where you're at in your life, where you're at. Why did you join this business in the first place? So there's 3 reasons why this business is so daggone huge to me. And I'm going to give you the first one, freedom. That's the first word I want to give you, and I'm going to tell you why the first word is freedom. Freedom to me means that I can go spend time with my wife when I want to go spend time with her. I don't have to go to my boss and say, hey, is it okay if I go to lunch with my wife today? Is it okay that me and Christy can go to the beach this week? Is it okay if I can take a day off and just spend time with my kids? Or is it okay if I can go watch my daughter get an award, or watch my son sing at the Greensboro Coliseum, or go watch my son play basketball? Is it okay? I don't like the fact these companies out there, and y'all know what they are. I can name a few: Amazon, Walmart, Target, Best Buy, companies. Again, there's nothing wrong with working for these companies. It's the easy way. It really is, because you get to make your hourly pay. But I like this one because I got my freedom. And freedom's important to me because we don't get time back. I want my time. My time is very important to me because I don't know when the next time I'm not going to get to spend time with Christy. I don't know when the next time I'm not going to get to see my mom. So I want all the time that I can get, and I want to maximize every minute I have on this earth. And if I go work for these other companies, I don't get that. I'll never get that. So this means a lot to me to have my freedom. That's number 1. Number 2, income. Income's important to me. I want to be able to provide for my family, but you know what happens at those other companies? What do? They tell you what? They tell you what you're going to make. They tell you what your hourly rate's going to be. They tell you what your salary's going to be. They also are going to tell you when you get a raise and how much a raise is. And they're going to always tell you what you're not only going to make, but what you are worth. They're going to tell you what you're worth, and that's not okay with me. I don't like that. I don't like the way that makes me feel inside. I want to be able to set the tone that I want to set it at, set the bar that I want to set it at for my wife, for my kids, for my family, for my future. And if I go work for these companies, they will tell me when I can come and when I can go. Oh, you're sick. You know what happens when you take a vacation day at these places? They make you feel what? Guilty. You come back to work, they make you feel guilty. They make you feel hard to take a sick day. And you come back the next day, they're like, man, you took the day off because you were sick. It's like, hey man, we're cool with it if you take the day off. How many times have I told y'all that? How many times have I told you that, Robbie? I was like, go spend time with Betty. I'm so proud of him when he goes to, he said, man, I ain't never been able to go take a day on the middle of the week, go spend time with my wife. That's what this business is all about. That's what this opportunity gives you. This thing is priceless. Thank God we have it. It's priceless to me. But what's so hard to understand for me is why people are always looking for something else. Why would anybody want something else when you got a gold mine right here? It don't make any sense to me. The third phase, the third part, the third word that makes me feel so good is the word growth. You know, if you work with those other companies, you know what they tell you? How far you can go, how far you can
grow, how high you can fly. They tell you what you're going to do. You ain't going nowhere in them companies. You know why? Unless you're good kissing it butt, unless you're really good at politics and playing all these games, you ain't going nowhere. Even when you're good at it, they might walk in one day, but you know what? I don't like you no more. I'm going to give it to him, or I'm going to give it to her. So that just never sat well with me. So if you want to know why I'm in this business, I'm in this business for those 3 words. And then you know what happened to me along the way? It was a bonus word, love. I love it. I love the fact that I get to go out and change people's lives in this business. I love the fact that I can go into your life and help you and have a conversation with you that alters maybe one little thought process that helps you get a little bit better, just a little bit better, just 1% better. That just drives me. Now, when you think about why you're here, I want you to really think about that when you leave this meeting this weekend, because when you leave, it's about to get real. Because we're going for this thing. We're going for the #1 deal. We're going for the #1 region. We're not playing around. Unless you think we're playing around, look at the numbers. We've been right there knocking on the door. We're here. We are here. It is time. But you got to find out why you are here. You got to figure that out. I just told you why I'm here. It's important to me. Now, here's the next phase. Phase number 2. Phase number 2 of this talk. You're one of 2 people in this company. You're an 80%er or a 20%er, but I'm going to do it in a way where you can really understand it with animals. You know, and I'm going to do it in a way, I don't know if anybody's ever done it this way, but I'm going to explain it to you in a way that really hit me, because I listen to a lot of audio. I listen to a lot of audiobooks. We're going to start with the 80%er, and that's a gazelle. Okay? So y'all know what a gazelle is? When you think of a gazelle, what do you think about? Speed. Man, them jokers can run, can't they? They are fast. But the biggest thing that I think about when I think about a gazelle is they're running to what? Survive. They got one thing in mind, to survive. Chris posted about gazelles and lions the other day. Survive. They got one thing they wake up every day. I got to survive. I got to outrun the fastest lion. I got to outrun everything that's out here that's trying to get me. They're running. Survival. Guess what? Everybody in this business started as a survivor. I did. You did. I don't know where you're at today, but I have been a survivor in this business. I was an 80%er. I'm not an 80%er anymore. I was an 80%er. I woke up every day just to survive in this business. But I had to make a change, because surviving's not enough to make it here long term. You can't stay in that mindset. You cannot stay in the place that you're at. If you're in the survival mode, like, man, let me just get by, you won't be here at the next regional meetings. You won't. Because the 80%ers fall off. However, this company is, if you look at the whole GS, he'll tell you, I know, I worked side by side with them for 6 years. This company has lived off 80%ers. There's a bunch of them. It's 80% of the company. 80% of the company are survivors. You don't want to stay in that. You want to go to the next animal. And no, it's not a lion. The next animal is a tiger. Write that down. The next animal is a tiger. It'll make sense to you in a minute. So when you think about a tiger, what do you think of? Do you think about a survivor? No. Tigers, they attack. There's a few tigers in this room. Charles Hayes, that boy's a tiger. He attacks. He don't wake up to survive. He wakes up to attack. He's a tiger. I can go and tell you right now, we got another tiger in the room right now. Rodney, there's others. We don't have time to go through all of you. Okay? But those guys, those 2 guys particularly, they're tigers. They attack this business, not just when they want to, they do it when? Every day. Every day they attack it. They attack their goals every day. They attack lead generation every day. They attack demos every day. They attack this thing. They attack it like it's their meal, it's their lunch. Don't mess with them. They're going for it. You can't stop them. That's the 20%ers. However, there's also a 1%er. I'm going to give you a bonus one. There's a 1%er, and these guys are called lions. Now, this is going to really make a lot of sense to you as we cover the lion. And there's not a lot of lions in this company. It's a few in the crowd. When you think of a lion, if it was to go one-on-one with a tiger, what would happen? Who would win? No, the tiger would destroy the lion. The tiger is stronger. It's way stronger than a lion. It's way stronger. Went one-on-one, but that's not what lions do they? When you think of a lion, you think of one word. What is it? Pride. They run in a pride. there's multiple lions. Okay? So David Carter, how does a lion pertain to this business? Well, here's the deal. If a tiger is not a lion, why? Because tigers run alone. They don't have a pride around them. Tigers don't. So the difference between a gazelle to a tiger is tigers attack. Gazelles run to survive. The lion, the difference between a lion and a tiger is a tiger one day will get hurt. The tiger one day won't be able to win that one-on-one battle. The tiger one day will get hurt, injured, get older, and all of a sudden that next battle they have is going to be their last battle, and they're not going to make it. But a lion, come here, stand up here with me. I need you, okay? And I need you, come here. I just want you to stand around me, okay? Now, stay right there, you stay right there. This is the difference between a tiger and a lion. Don't let me fall, okay? Okay, when I'm falling and I'm hurt, guess what happens? My pride catches me. My pride catches me. They're not gonna let me fall. But if a tiger's out here by himself, guess what happens when they get hurt? They fall alone and they die. You guys can have a seat. What does that mean exactly? You gotta recruit. The lions recruit, the lions build. They build their pride. They build it big because they don't never want to be alone. They don't want to be the point where they get hurt one time, Tim, they're done. Or if they get sick, they're done. They can't afford to be like that. So they build a pride around them. And some of you haven't recruited a soul. You're either going to be a tiger or you're going to be a gazelle. Your goal should be to be a lion. You're going to want to build. And you're going to want to build fast. And you want to build now. You do not want to wait. You're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting for what? Because you don't know how to train? We got a manual for you. Are you scared they're not going to make it? That's not your job to make them make it. It's not there. It's not your job. So right now, what I want you to do, you can do this later. I want you to identify who you are. Are you a survivor? It's awesome. Good for you. Just don't stay there, guys. Don't stay a survivor. I need you to change your mentality and start attacking, man. Change it and go. Be a 20%er. And what's really cool about this is you can wake up and skip the tiger thing, go straight to the lion. You can say, screw it, I'm going to be a 1%er. Screw it, I'm going all the way to the top. I'm not going to stop. Every time that I've ever done this business, I did it in phases. I started in 2010. I was a gazelle. I came in there, man, I just got to survive. I just got to survive. I just got to woke up every day. And it took me about a year and a half to figure it out. No, man, I'm not going to let other people control my destiny no more. Bryson, I'm going to control my destiny. I'm going to wake up every day and I'm going to attack this business. And then something happened to me in 2012 when I went to Kevin and Ron at Edgerton's office and I seen the lion mentality. Build. And man, I'll never look back for that. I've been building ever since. Recruit. You want to recruit because you want to have your pride. Okay? Now, next phase is this, third phase. The third phase is the most important phase. How in the world can I get the mentality to go to that next level? How do I do that? What do I need to do? There's one word, and it hasn't been used to I think it has yet. Maybe it has. There's one word that is the most destructive word that prevents people from growing in this business. Whether you go, you don't want to stay a gazelle, right? So if you really want to elevate, you really want to go to the top, there's one word that prevents you from doing it. It's the word feel. And I'm going to explain the word feel to you because I just went through a whole metamorphosis myself in health based off the word feel. And I didn't even realize it, but that word had been holding me back my whole life in health. That word is an escape clause. You know why? I asked you to do that talk because I knew I was going to talk right after you and I was going to let that be a part of this. Because feel is an escape clause. Guess what happens to people in this business? They wake up and they say these words. I just don't feel like this today.
Come on.
I don't feel like making a phone call today. I don't feel like knocking that door. I don't feel like showing up to a meeting. I don't feel like getting on a Zoom call. I don't feel like saving $10 an alarm. I don't feel like recruiting. You got to stop saying the words, I don't feel like it, and start doing it. Day in, day out, week in, week out, and start doing it. Stop making excuses. You're killing yourself. And the other thing that you're doing is you're teaching the people around you to have escape clauses. I don't feel like it. And you know what's really bad about it? Is the people that don't feel like, they want to migrate to the other people who don't feel like they talk about it. Let me talk to you why I don't feel like it. And it just makes them feel better to hang out together. I'm going to do that because that's what you do, just so you know. All right, but that's what people do. And it's sad. Take that word out of your vocabulary and eradicate it. 86 it, delete it, and be done with it. It's killing you. And you don't think you do it? Yeah, you do. You know why? Because I do it too. I do it too. You know, for years, I've been out of shape. Me and Chris and Becky were talking about this morning. It's my biggest, one of my biggest flaws and my biggest weaknesses is good health. But recently I was told by a doctor, and Christy was on the Zoom call, the video Zoom call, and she heard him say it. If you don't change, you ain't gonna be here. That kind of ticked me off. A switch lit inside of me. Because immediately there's some things that went through my head, and I haven't even shared this with Christy until right now. I'm about to share something with my wife. There's things that went through my head that I was like, man, if I die, another man is going to walk my daughter down the aisle. Woo! Think about that for a minute. I needed this. I needed to stop saying I don't feel like working out. I don't feel like going to the gym. I don't feel like walking 10,000 steps a day. I don't feel like meal prepping. I don't feel like eating right. Yeah, that's me. I've been doing that my whole life. And yeah, I have my little days when I would do good, Becky, and then all of a sudden I said, I don't feel like it. I'm going to go right on back and get right back to doing what I like to do, and that's eat Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings went there last night. Buffalo Wild Wings, eat my pizza, eat my pasta, eat my bread, eat my ice cream, and feel good about what I like to do. Because I do feel like eating that, but it takes a big word, discipline, to get over that. And I've been doing this nonstop since I came back from that world meeting. But you know what's key to it? Is some of y'all have been saying it, surround yourself. Surround yourself. I surrounded myself with people that's holding me accountable so I can be the best I can be in health. I've never done it before. I've never done it till now. I have a personal trainer, a nutritionist named Chase, and I have a doctor, and they check on me every day. I can't run. I can't hide. And whether I feel like it or not, I got to do it. I don't have a choice. And there's days, guess what, that I don't feel like it. But guess what? I was telling him this. There was a day that it was pouring down rain. To ask Christy, did I not walk in the pouring down rain? Chase told me, I don't give a damn, go walk anyway. I was okay. And what was cool is I was out there walking, Tim, and as I was walking in the pouring down, I couldn't even see, pouring down rain, there was moments that I laughed. I was like, this is hilarious. I'm walking in the pouring down rain. I'm an idiot. That's what I kept saying to myself. I'm pouring down rain. Got these for the shoes I was walking in. I just got them. I was like, man, these damn things gonna be soaking, but I ain't gonna be able. And then next thing you know, I started thinking, oh my God, this is awesome. I did it. I got over my mess. I got over that little scrambled egg head of mine that kept telling me, don't do it. I did it. I did it. I did it. And I'm so proud of myself. And that's important to do that too. It is important to be proud of yourself. I went from a gazelle to a tiger in health. I'm attacking it now. I've been attacking it since June 25th. I started at 259.8 pounds, and yesterday I weighed 222. I'm proud of that. I did it. I did it. But it ain't over. I'm just starting. I'm just starting. And no, and Christy, she knows I ain't going too crazy with this because me and her, you ain't looking like that. And I'm not. But I feel good. My energy's through the roof. I feel better. I wake up early. I go to bed. I feel good. I feel good. But what makes me feel better is I'm setting an example too. Because guess who else goes to the gym with me? Bryson does. Guess who else goes to the gym with me? Nathan does. Guess who else just started walking? Christy did. So we talk about what it does, it permeates through your whole family when you start doing these things. I've never done that before. Bryson has asked me to go to the gym with him 1,000 times. You know what I always used to tell him? I can't. You know why? I was scared I'd get hurt. I'm just being honest with you. I was scared if I lifted weights, I would tear something because I'm 50. So I was scared. I was like, man, I'm going to tear a muscle. This is what I said in my head. I'm just being honest with you. I said, I'm going to tear a muscle. And if I tear a muscle at 50, guess how long it's going to take me to heal? Forever. Forever. So I shared all that with Chase because he asked me, what's stopping you? What's holding you back? And you know, he's the one that identified the word feel, Chris. He said, you just kept telling yourself you didn't feel like it, didn't you? I said, yeah. That's where this third phase of this talk came from, is from that dude. He said, you got to get over this I don't feel like it attitude and stop it. You're sabotaging yourself. So I'm done with it. I don't use that word in my life at all no more. And just so you know, it's not just this business. It's in health. It's in your savings. It's in your recruiting. I don't feel like asking this person across from me because they don't look the part, sound the talk. I don't think they look like they could be a good recruit. Okay, you don't feel like it? You might have just missed out on the next Charles Hayes. Congratulations, you didn't feel like recruiting Charles Hayes. Who recruited you? Who recruited you? And when they recruited, thank God they felt like it that day. Thank God somebody felt like recruiting you, Charles. Thank God somebody felt like recruiting you, DJ. How many people have you missed? How many people are not in this business? Why is this room this small? Why? And what's going to change it? The word feel. The word feel. As I close down this talk and end this whole session with you guys, I told you why I love the business phase 1. Phase 2, I told you there's an animal you are. And you are one of them. Identify yourself. For you. Identify where you need to go. Are you a gazelle? Do you need to stop surviving and start attacking? And do it. If you want to go to the 1%ers of this business, and ain't many of them. There's not many people that have big organizations, is it, Chris? That's what you want. Maybe it ain't what you want. If it ain't what you want, fine. But definitely switch from gazelle to tiger at least, okay? The third part I want to ask you is this. What does Nike stand for? When you think of Nike, what does it stand for? Everybody say it out loud. Just do it. When you think of Adidas, what does that stand for? Impossible is nothing. That's a pretty cool slogan they got. And then there's another one out there too that I love, is Mercedes-Benz. What does Mercedes-Benz stand for?
The best or nothing.
The best or nothing. Now let me ask you a question. What do you stand for? What do you stand for? When people think of you, do they think of excuses? When people think of you, do they think, I'll try? When people think of you, do they think this person's an escape clause artist? Or do they think of somebody that's a victor? They think of somebody that's a beast. They think of somebody that's going to grow and attack and hunt. Because when you're a tiger and you're a lion, you hunt. It's time to stop surviving. It's time to start hunting. It's time for you guys to grow into the beast that you really are. And with that being said, I want you guys to all know, thank God that you guys came here today. Thank God you came here today, because this is where you do grow into that beast. God bless y'all.